Hi Leo, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or storyline here, check your other major placements. Starting with the Oracle decks of Moonology and Work Your Light, and then I'm moving to my brand new tarot deck, Guardian of the Night. Oh my goodness! Cancer just got this one. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, full moon in Aquarius. Oh no, they got new moon. Show the world the real you. Being authentic, being the real you, bringing that in. There's a fullness here. There's the full moon. So to me, we're talking about, you know, really sharing, really being open. Really being open about who you are. This authentic self, right? Aquarius is an air sign, about communication, ideas, thinking very clearly, about your feelings, because we're the water bringers. This Aquarius is the water bringer. So it's about communication, about feelings, about genuine, true feelings, and being really clear on that, being very authentic with that, with who you are and how you really feel about that. There's like a sense of full vulnerability and exposure here. Of course, you know, being careful who we're being vulnerable around, but you're being asked to be fully vulnerable in a certain situation. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So this is not like a new thing for you. You don't have any idea what I'm talking about. I mean, you don't not have any idea what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what this refers to. You know, you're already doing something. You're already on the path. There's not a big shakeup you need to do. There's not a big, the only shakeup is being more authentic and being more vulnerable. It's almost like a tweak towards vulnerability because you're already doing something. You're already headed there. This is just enhancing the journey. This is just making sure it goes as well as possible. You're already doing it. So you don't need to really overthink. Do not overthink what I'm talking about here. Show it being authentic, being vulnerable, showing the world the real you. And you might in a way already be being authentic. And this is just saying, bring a little more. We need more, because the full moon is talking to me about more. There's a more fullness here, and also the full moon. This is not a mysterious process, right? We're not getting a new moon where we don't know really how it's going to go. We kind of already are doing this, and we're already on the path. This is just bigger, better, more, bringing more authenticity. You're already doing this. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So this is about the divine plan. This is about, you're already on this path. You're already here. This is the beginning of something. This is maybe like asking a question, asking for a favor, asking for something, or laying down the plan. This is like getting it's not the original idea. It's not getting the original idea. It's just laying the groundwork. Like, this is like printing out your packing list for the camping trip. This is like the preliminary labors of the journey, of what's going on here. So it's almost like you've begun something. You're laying the groundwork for something. Make sure you're being authentic as you move forward. Make sure you're being who you are. Make sure this journey expresses who you are. You've already started on it, though. You've already started something, and it's just the preliminary stages of something. And make sure that it is in alignment with you, and keep checking in with that this is authentically you, that your next moves, as you build on this foundation, the next moves are true to you. But I feel like you've already built the foundation, honestly. I feel like, and you're moving forward with something you've already built. You've already got the plan laid out, part of the plan laid out. Maybe it's time to share the plan with others. Maybe you've got a plan, you've got an idea, and it's time to share it. So Leo, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, to-do list, possible outcome. cute. In your recent past, you have 3 of Cups, the 3 amigos, the 3 bandits, right? Playing around, hanging out with friends. You've done some hanging out with some friends. You've been hanging out with people, having a good time, playing around, sharing joys and concerns. There's been some thrills and spills, but I just love these raccoons are just such fun creatures. I feel like they're so, they've got these little hands. They're a little bit semi-human. They've got these cute little masks on. There's just a lot of fun going on here. And yeah, some things were spilled, but overall, you've been having a good time with your friends. This is just friendship. Oh, friendship got serious though, because now we've got this 4 of Wands here. We've leveled up something. This is something accomplished. This is, so, we call this the 1111 card, the engagement card, but it's just, it is like some sort of preliminary period of friendship has achieved something and it's time to level up. Maybe you go into business with one of these friends. Maybe you start dating one of these friends. One of these friends, there's a friendship here that becomes a little more. It could be business, it could be relationship, something like that. But this friendship levels up. There's a deeper commitment. There's we've already laid some sort of foundation here. So it's like this whole, there's been sort of an interview process, a preliminary, probationary period here. And this is, the 4 of Wands is always like the probationary period is over and now we're moving something to the next level. So something's been all fun and games and now it's time for, there's a little bit of seriousness. And with an engagement card like this, 4 of Wands, and I'm not just talking relationships, although those are important, obviously. But there, it begins this planning stage, actually. And we have this Anna, grandmother of Jesus, this divine plan. Right, because once we get engaged and we start planning the wedding, we're like, okay, the dating has gone well. We haven't found any problems. The red flags, there aren't red flags. There might be yellow flags because everybody's people, everybody's human, but there aren't any huge red flags. I feel like we could move forward with this pretty successfully. And then once we get engaged, we start planning for the next step, which is the marriage, right? So there's just speaking metaphorically, there's this planning stage. Now we've played around, we see what we want, we see where this could go, we see what could happen here. Now let's plan it. Let's plan the next stage. So 4 of Wands, entering a planning stage, entering a preparation and planning stage here. Seeing sort of where this could go, where this could lead, getting excited about where something's going and where something's leading, and being ready to take it to the next level. So currently taking something to the next level. It's all been fun and games. Now let's see where this can go. And so in your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, we have 8 of Swords, self-limiting beliefs, dealing with self-limiting beliefs, feeling hemmed in, preyed upon by your own beliefs. It's your own. This is a gorgeous card. Oh my goodness. I just got these yesterday. I've been just playing around with them. Look at that. It's like an eye here. It's like seeing inside yourself and seeing sort of some of your own ways in which you've hemmed yourself inside yourself. Being hemmed in by your own thoughts, being limited, looking inside yourself and seeing where you haven't felt powerful, where you've had a sense of powerlessness, where you haven't trusted yourself and you haven't felt worthy. Dealing with, a lot of doubts about yourself, about who you are, about your ability to do things, about your ability to live fully. And it's some of this is real subconscious issue stuff, it says these deeper issues. It's not like you're having thoughts like, I cannot live fully, I do not want to live fully. There's a sense of just feeling like you can't do things, like you don't trust yourself to do things, like you can't, like you're not capable. And so you're dealing with possibly real subconsciously. I mean, very few of us have these blaring thoughts. I mean, we do sometimes, like, you can't do this, you're not capable, you fucked it up last time, you can't do it, like, so we have those thoughts, but then a lot of those thoughts are just really down in there, and the thoughts we have consciously aren't necessarily the ones that are influencing our thoughts. They're like these other, so, you know, we may be perceiving it one way, but you're starting to deal with like self-limiting beliefs and maybe some ways in which you have felt you couldn't do things, and starting to work with those may be coming up for you, like what lies beneath some of the self-talk you have, some of the self-limiting self-talk, or it can sound like, you know, I'm just being logical, I'm just being practical, I'm just, you know, I'm just a realist, you know, realistically this isn't going to happen, or realistically this, and beneath all of that is a sense of unworthiness, a sense of not being able to, not understanding your own power, your own freedom. Yeah, so you might be working with those issues and waking up from a sense of unworthiness and a sense of powerlessness. So so you're looking at those internally. In your environment, we have the world, but we have it upside down. Well, the world is always changing, always moving, things outside of your control. There might be some things outside of your control here that don't appear to be. The world upside down, reversed, cycles, feeling stuck in a cycle, feeling like change is impossible. A perception of everything being sort of stuck, or the changes that are happening don't feel like they're necessarily in your favor. Things outside of your control may be interfering with your ability to progress, and you may be taking it personally when in fact it's an external thing. I had someone tell me about a year ago, like they got laid off their job, and they said, "Why does this always happen to me?" And I was like, how old are you? Like a vampire? You're like 400 years old? Like, how many pandemics have you been in? What do you mean? Why does this always happen to you? Like, it's a pandemic. It's happening to everybody. You got laid off at the same time as 40 bazillion other people. So it's not always, why would you take this personally? Why would you take a pandemic personally? Why would you take the fallout that we're all dealing with personally? So to me, you know, the pandemic is the world and things changing and things outside of our control changing. How are we going to deal with that? Are we going to take advantage of that? I got laid off too. I started my channel. It seemed like a great opportunity. So it's just like real different ways of dealing. So you may be looking at what's going on in the outer world and feeling hemmed in by it rather than working with it, or feeling like it's against you rather than just the outer world. It's just things happening that are outside of our control and outside of all of this. So there's a sense of these changes and these shifts happening, and you might be feeling like you didn't take advantage of them, or that they're against you somehow, these larger events, rather than just impersonalizing. It's a pandemic. It's not personal. It's not about you. It's about the world in general. This is way outside, you know, your what you can control. And you've been struggling with self-limiting beliefs. So it could be like just larger things in the world happening, and you're taking them personally, or feeling like it has somehow to do with your worth and your value, and feeling hemmed in by that. But you might not actually be being hemmed in by it. But yeah, so maybe cycles not feeling like they're completing, things feeling stuck, or things happening out in the world, and they're being taken the wrong way. In your environment, you have 6 of Cups, so something from your past is resurfacing. Some sort of joy and delight, childhood, play, maybe a hobby or something you enjoyed doing as a child. You have an opportunity to re-engage with that thing. There's something from your past that's come back that is a beautiful sort of reunion with joy, reunion with something that really did bring you a lot of joy. It could be this friendship, these friendships that you've had in the past coming back, some friends coming back to your life and really enjoying things. And it could be, this reverse could actually be like a feeling like no time has passed, like feeling like nothing has passed, especially with this Three of Cups in the past. I'm now seeing this a little differently, different possibility for some of you here. The Six of Cups, these friendships coming back, these people you enjoyed hanging out with, these people that you really loved and enjoyed and hanging out with them. It could feel like no time has passed, like the world hasn't changed at all. It's all right where you left it. And there's, this thing, it's external to you. It's happening to you, this thing coming back. It could be a person, but I see it as a person since we have the Three of Cups. Generally, I see that it could be, an opportunity to re-engage with something you enjoyed doing as a child. But this could be more of, I feel like this is a friendship returning to you, and just a lot of joy in this reunion and reunited with something that brought you a lot of joy at one point. So your current, your to-do list, 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior, you may be tired, you may be exhausted, but you've got to keep going. You've got to keep moving here. There's this 9 of Wands. Wow, porcupine, huh? And there's a depletion here. There's a sense of feeling tired, feeling used up, feeling exhausted, but a sense that you need to keep going. Right? We have you already on the path of something, already on the trail of something, already having committed to something. You're already doing it. So this is keep going. It might be difficult, there might be struggles, but keep moving forward with something. Even though you're tired, it's almost like you're super tired and then this friend comes to town and you're like, okay, oh gosh, all right, I'm gonna go out with them because I did really enjoy them, I did really appreciate them, but I'm tired and I kind of would like to stay home, but I'm not going to. There is a sense of being depleted and moving through a landscape that is depleted, but there is like help here, there's energy here. Oh, these little fireflies everywhere. So keep going even though you feel depleted. You're being asked to keep going. Keep moving forward on something even though maybe you feel a little hopeless about it. Maybe you feel a little like this feels pointless. Maybe you're just super wounded right now for some reason. You're very wounded and you just don't want to keep moving. So it's almost like conquer these fears, conquer these thoughts. You have an opportunity to level up, but you kind of have to keep going. You kind of have to keep moving for something. For whatever reason you feel, right? Like the Six of Cups should be giving you this like whoosh energy, and these Three of Cups, these old friends coming back should be, I would think it would be exciting, but you're tired. You could be dealing with a lot of self-defeating thoughts, and this is like, try to ignore your self-defeating thoughts. Try to ignore any negative thoughts, any ideas that you're not worthy, you can't do this. Try to ignore all of that and keep going. Possible outcome, Knight of Swords, communication about communication, communicating. Very clear communication coming your way. So if you keep going, even though you're tired, even though you're a little worn out, though you're depleted and you're dealing with some inner struggles here, keep going on this path that you've already committed to. You already went. You're already on your way doing it. So keep going. And then we have this very clear communication. Either you're going to be doing that or somebody else is. This is a Knight. This could be an actual person coming in here with some very nice, clear communication. Very nice. We don't know what it is. But this thing, these friends come back from the past, and maybe one of them has something to say to you very clearly, saying something to you. So keep going. There's clarity and communication coming in. There could be someone who has something to tell you, has some clear communication coming in. It could be a person. It could be you getting some clarity on what you want to say, on how you want to move through this. And this is actually reminding me of communicating about emotions, because we have a fish depicted here in the water, which is, right, we have a water bringer. We have a clear communication about emotion. Clear communication about emotion. And you're swimming in it. You're swimming in this emotion, these feelings, and it's time for you to be very, you got to keep going even though you're tired, and it would be communicating very clearly about how how you feel. It could be a little dangerous. You might want to suit up in some emotional armor a little bit. It could feel a little rash. Not rash. It's just very. The knights are brave. They have a lot of courage. So some courageous clarity coming in. All right, Leo, I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. I'll see you guys in a fortnight.